Once upon a time, in the city of Benares, there was a king who had a minister called the royal price maker. This minister had a crucial role in setting fair prices for the king's transactions. However, the king often felt dissatisfied with the prices set by the honest minister. He wanted to make more profit when buying and didn't want to sell for what he considered to be too little. So he decided to replace the old price maker. One day, the king noticed a young man who seemed promising and thought, this person could be the perfect new price maker. He dismissed the previous honest minister and appointed the young man to the position. Little did he know that the new price maker had a different agenda in mind. The new price maker's sole focus was on making the king happy by buying things at extremely low prices and selling them at exorbitant prices. He didn't care about the true value of things and set absurd prices without any consideration. This strategy pleased the greedy king as he made a lot of money from these unfair practices, which brought him great joy. However, everyone else who dealt with the new price maker, including the king's other ministers and the ordinary people, became extremely unhappy. Then one day a horse merchant arrived in the city of Benares with 500 horses to sell. The king, wanting to buy the horses, called upon his royal price maker to set a price for the entire herd. However, the price maker, only thinking about pleasing the king, declared that the horses were worth just 1 cup of rice. The king agreed and paid the horse dealer 1 cup of rice, taking all the horses to the royal stables. The merchant was very upset with this unfair price but couldn't do anything at that moment. Later, he heard about the former price maker, who had a reputation for being fair and honest. Seeking his opinion, the merchant approached him and explained what had happened. He wanted to know how to get a proper price from the king. The former price maker gave him advice and said, "If you follow my suggestion, the king will realize the true value of the horses. Go back to the price maker and please him with a valuable gift. Then, ask him to declare the value of 1 cup of rice in front of the king. If he agrees, come and inform me. I will accompany you to meet the king." Following the advice, the merchant gave a valuable gift to the price maker, which made him very happy. The price maker saw the importance of pleasing the horse dealer. The merchant then asked him, "I was pleased with your previous evaluation. Can you convince the king about the true value of 1 cup of rice?" The foolish price maker replied, "Why not? I will explain the worth of 1 cup of rice even in the presence of the king." The price maker believed that the horse dealer was satisfied with the previous cup of rice price. As the merchant was preparing to return to his own country, the price maker arranged another meeting with the king. The merchant informed the former price maker about the meeting, and together they went to see the king. The royal meeting hall was filled with the king's ministers and courtiers. The horse merchant addressed the king, saying, "My lord, I understand that in your country, my entire herd of 500 horses is valued at just 1 cup of rice. Before I leave for my home, I would like to know the value of 1 cup of rice in your country." Turning to his loyal price maker, the king asked, "What is the value of 1 cup of rice?" Foolish price maker who, in his eagerness to please the king, had priced the entire herd of horses at just 1 cup of rice. Later, after receiving a bribe from the horse dealer, he wanted to please him as well. When the king asked him about the value of 1 cup of rice, the price maker, with a pretentious air, declared, "Your Majesty, 1 cup of rice is worth the entire city of Benares, including your harem and all the suburbs, in other words, the entire kingdom." Hearing this absurd response, the royal ministers and wise men in the assembly hall burst into laughter, finding the price maker's statement ridiculous. They remarked, "First we were told that the kingdom was priceless, and now we hear that it's worth only a cup of rice. This decision by the royal price maker is truly strange. Where did your Majesty find such a man? He may be suitable for pleasing a king like you, but not for setting fair prices for a merchant who travels from country to country." Embarrassed by the laughter of his court and the words of his advisers, the king realized his mistake. He reinstated his former price maker, recognizing his honesty and fairness. Together, they established a new fair price for the herd of horses. The king learned a valuable lesson from this experience and ruled his kingdom with justice, leading to prosperity. The moral of the story is that integrity and fairness are essential virtues that should guide those in positions of power. A fool in a position of authority can bring shame not only to themselves but also to those they serve. It highlights the importance of honesty, fairness, and wise decision-making in fostering justice, prosperity, and harmony within a kingdom or society. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this, then subscribe my channel for more story.